Now move to health. Survivors of Vesico-Vaginal Fistula, also known as VVF, have called for improved maternal care, especially in rural communities. According to them, the call has become imperative as victims of this devastating childbirth injury say they are not just exposed to personal pain, also ensure stigma and isolation. Trust TV's Abdulazeez Ibrahim visited a VVF treatment center in Kano and now reports.
VVF is a condition that causes uncontrollable urine leakage due to damage sustained during childbirth or surgical procedures. In Nigeria, thousands of women live with the condition in silence, often abandoned by their families and communities. But behind the statistics are real women living with real struggles.
This is my fourth childbirth, and all my deliveries have been through CS. I encountered this problem afterward, but I have now fully recovered, and I give all the glory to God Almighty.
For others, the journey to healing is long and traumatic. Zainab recalls surviving prolonged labor and multiple surgeries.
I got these illnesses as a result of childbirth. After I was discharged, I returned home. I spent 2 days without being able to use the restroom. When I finally did, everything came out together. By God's grace, the operations were successful and I am now getting better.
Some, like Bilikiso Adamu, endured not only physical pain, but also social rejection.
My family encouraged me, but some of my husband's relatives said hurtful things. Eventually, due to pressure, my husband divorced me. It has not been easy, but I'm still holding on and trusting God for strength.
Despite the widespread belief that VVF is caused mainly by early marriage, experts say the problem lies in poor maternal health care.
But if there is a standing order that, okay, if any woman comes in, let's assess her, let's do what should be done, then there may not be fistula. So actually, in actual sense, early marriage is out of the question.
Dr. Imam stresses that VVF is preventable, but only if communities and the government take timely action.
You find there is a Maternal Kangawa in a community, sponsored by the community for everything, but there is no ambulance situated in the community to take care of the ailing people and take them to the hospital. If we have ambulances instead of this Motangawa, then that ambulance will be available when a woman is in labor by 2 o'clock in the night or by 4 o'clock in the night, or whatever time she needs assistance, she needs to be conveyed to the hospital for prompt action.
Matron Hafsat Ibrahim, who has decades of experience working with VVF patients, says antenatal care remains the first line of defense.
If the woman is not enlightened and the area where she's being taken care of is a distance to the health facility or any clinic, and she was not enlightened on how to move about it, either from the sector she is, that is the primary health care she's attending, for referral, she may be kept for long and labored much. That will lead to fistula. Sometimes when it comes to that area where there's no money, the poverty aspect now comes into it. And sometimes the traditional belief of saying that this is not a natural cause. It is either spiritual, demonic, whatsoever attached to, so they should be stranded to go for other medical assistance, forgetting that all she needed was to be traced to the facility where fistula will be taken care of.
So to prevent the fistula, there are so many simple steps to be taken. Care of the woman when she is pregnant, either a young girl of 15, 16, 18, 20, or a grown-up woman of 30, 40. She needs to be taken care of. Then that is at home, through her husband, through her family, through everybody. Then the community has to engage itself.
Stakeholders say VVF is preventable with proper antenatal services, timely medical intervention, and strong community support. These women's voices remind all that maternal health care is not a privilege, but is a right. Hence, the call is clear: more care, more awareness, and more compassion for women in rural communities. Abdulazeez Ibrahim, Trust TV News, Kano.